Welcome to Reddit Topics, where we make videos from comments on Ask Reddit. Plus, I may tell a joke every now and then. So, if you enjoy the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let's get into the stories. In this video, we are gonna be reading comments from the Reddit post. What is the most eerie and terrifying thing you've witnessed but no one believes you saw? Two of them for me. One, as a kid, we lived in a smallish town and our house was pretty close to one of those huge sluices next to a large canal. However, the embankment was pretty high, so apart from the normal road, there was a small stone staircase that went up from our street directly onto the embankment. The sluice itself, however, was always used by druggies, illegal parties, etc. Not a big deal 99% of the time, since the houses below were never bothered. Cue me being 13, coming back home from sports training, and I see this shape at the bottom of the stone staircase with a massive splatter of red around his head. Turns out one of the druggies, while high as a kite, fell down the stairs and ended up falling right on his head, splitting his skull and spreading most of his viscera across the street. Had to tell my parents and they called the police. Second one is from not that long ago when I was coming home from my internship at a research center hospital, and since I used public transport, I had to get off at a station to take a different train. While waiting at the platform, the lady or girl in front of me suddenly jumped in front of the train, resulting in something I can only unfortunately describe as meat confetti. Afterwards, I called up my girlfriend, who I was living with at the time, still do, to explain that I wouldn't be able to get home since someone jumped in front of the train. Now, in the Netherlands, it's not uncommon to have delays in the entire train system due to these events. Apparently, it didn't sound overly emotional or anything shocked, so she just assumed that somewhere on a different platform, someone jumped in front of the train, so my train couldn't leave. So she went to her martial arts lesson, and I was absolutely stunned that someone so close to you could be so casual about such an event happening to a loved one. When I finally did end up home, I basically broke down, and it was only when calling her again that she understood what had actually happened and immediately rushed home. Only later learned that the girl turned out to be a 19-year-old student with severe psychosis, mental issues, from a co-worker, fellow intern who knew her from the school she was attending. When I was in 5th or 6th grade, our class was on a bus to a major theme park for the day. My friends and I were in the back seat making dumb faces at cars and being silly kids. The driver in the car behind us smiled, then pulled a gun out and showed it to us. We all screamed, and he calmly put it down, and none of the teachers or parents would believe us. I was like 12 and no one but me and my dog were in my apartment. I was listening to my music with my dog on the bed and my room was closed. My door had a see-through glass part on the head part of the door. My dog started barking loudly and I brushed it off as him hearing my neighbors that were loud usually. But when he got up to bark at the door, it gave me a bad feeling inside my chest. So I patted him on the head, waiting for him to calm down. 10 minutes passed and he lays down next to my bed calm. And then another 10 minutes passed and I continued listening to music when my dog curled up growling, but in a scared way this time. Turning his head on the door, I looked up at the top of the clear door part and saw a lady, full white, and that sounds cliche, but her hair was white and so was her dress and skin. She passed to the room next to mine really fast. I didn't see her face, but it scared me. No one believes me, but I did see her and I didn't leave my room then. I just curled up under my blanket with my dog close to me. I haven't seen her since and now I moved, but it was really weird. I recall as a younger child hearing a lady inside those walls singing, and my mom said it was the pipes probably, but the melody of the noise didn't sound like a pipe. Flying over Calgary, Canada on an international flight, 30,000 plus feet, staring out the window and saw in the distance a round white object seemed to have 4 jet engines pointing downwards that were slowly rotating around it. Friends sitting next to me saw it as well. It disappeared behind the wing. As we waited for it to appear on the other side, it was gone. Asked the pilot what it was as we left the plane, and he looked at me like I was an idiot. Stop telling people about this now, as everyone just rolls their eyes. Not saying it was aliens or anything, but for weeks I searched online to try and get some kind of idea what it was, and nothing. One time my mom woke me up to get ready for school. I lay there for another 10 minutes or so, then checked the time. It was 4 a.m. A couple hours later, my mom actually woke me up. Mom says I was dreaming. I know what I saw. I'm not sure if this counts, but when I was a freshman in high school, we traveled all over for my dad's job. One year, we were on our way back and stopped overnight, and I woke up multiple times throughout the night feeling weird. Then I suddenly woke up and had the strangest urge to look out the window. The only window, of course, was in the bedroom part of the hotel room we were in, and that's where my parents were sleeping. I remember getting up and standing at the door for 15 minutes, fighting with myself to go back down and forget it. I finally laid it down and convinced myself that I was okay. The next morning, we found out our trailer was stolen with all our personal belongings, social security cards, savings, etc. gone. And the time frame on the surveillance video was the same time I was awake and decided to look or not. Not only that, but they circled the car multiple times, apparently, and each time I was awake. I listen to that eerie feeling now because it always tells the truth. I've known we'd get in car crashes, screwed over or injured minutes before it happened. Now people actually listen when I say I feel weird about a situation. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I'll see you on the next story.